Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Atari Texas YouTube channel. Well, I decided to shoot another video outside today because the topic that I'm going to talk about really gets me hot under the collar. And that is the war that's going on against video games right now. As you know, in the last couple months we've had a lot of horrific events happen. We've had the big shooting at that casino hotel in Las Vegas, and then more recently the big school shooting that happened in Florida. And I'm not going to make this a political video. I mean, people have their beliefs in gun control, mental health, a loss of values in this country. It could be one of those, two of those, or even all three of those things, that combine for all what's going on right now. But I see politicians more and more now using video games as a scapegoat for what's happening. That the violent video games are causing people to react, especially teenagers and children, to do what they're doing. And I think that's a bunch of crap, to tell you the truth. If you have a little bit of gray in your hair, a little bit of gray in your goatee or beard, we've been through this before. We've been through the war on gaming back in the 80s, back in the 90s. Grand Theft Auto was going to corrupt all of us and cause mass violence and all kind of stuff. And we've been through all that. I mean, look at several other countries. Look at Japan, Europe, Korea. A lot of those places very heavily involved in video games, just like we are here in the United States. And you don't really see the issues that they're having like we do too. So, it just really irritates me that video games are used as a scapegoat and that politicians are using that. I can remember in the 80s, believe it or not, when I had long hair, I listened to Slayer. And I still listen to Slayer. And I never had the urge to sacrifice a kitten or do anything like that, To me, if you go and you shoot up a place and a video game is what triggered you, then you've long ago had issues in your head before you ever put that disc or that cartridge into that game system. I mean, that's pretty much the way I feel about it. So I'm really sick and tired of video games being used as a scapegoat. I like it. When you have a hard day at work, there's nothing better than going home and getting a shooting game or whatever and blowing things up and shooting things up. That's fine. That's a release of energy. It's fun. But never in my head do I think after playing that it's something I need to go and do that outside or do that in public. The main message I want you to take away from this is, video games are great. I mean, and to use it as a scapegoat for all these bad events that are happening is just unnecessary, uncalled for, and basically untrue. So, the best thing we do is just love one another. I think that's the cure for everything. And I really appreciate you taking a couple minutes just to listen to my little bit of a rant on this. But once again, if you follow me on Twitter, and I've posted a couple things about this that, just really irks me. I mean, you don't want the government into our video games. I promise you that. That's why we created a rating system. That's why the video game industry polices itself with these ratings, because you do not want the government involved in our video games. I'll tell you that right now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please leave some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I'd be very interested in reading them and responding to them. So take care, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.